you guys. My name is Bonham. I'm a double Zyia executive here with Zyia, and I've been with the company for about 2.5 years. This has literally been the best thing I've ever said yes to, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here with you guys. When Zyia first asked me to speak on this topic, and I told my husband, he literally laughed out loud. He laughed because I am not by any means what you would consider by definition an organized person. As a mom of 3, a Navy wife, an entrepreneur, life is crazy, beautiful, and non-stop at this house. I've tried using graphs and charts and organizational tips and tricks and all those fun Pinterest ideas and command centers for your house. And at the end of it, as a busy mom and as a busy wife, I felt like I was just wasting time, right? Because the reality is when you have a toddler at home, nothing goes according to plan, right? Unless we let her decide, she's my youngest, unless we decide to let her make the choices that day, right? So at first, I didn't think I was gonna be the best person to train on this topic, staying organized for busy people. I thought maybe there might be someone that could be a better fit. But then, as I started thinking about the word organized, and I started thinking about what is the goal of being organized. I thought, well, the goal is to be more productive and create more time. And I was like, okay, that I've done. I have learned to be more productive in my working hours, and I have learned to work smarter, not harder, creating and giving me more time and balance in my life. So today, I'm going to be sharing 2 very simple but very impactful tips that are going to help you stay organized as a busy mom, wife, husband, boyfriend, because I know we got a lot of guys in the group, and one game-changing way to help you work smarter and not harder and help you maximize productivity and give you more time and more balance in your life and in your business. So number 1, you guys, write it down. Write it down. This is nothing profound, but I'm absolutely amazed at how many people do not do this in their business or in their life. You don't need fancy graphs and charts and documents to get organized, you guys. You don't have to spend hours on Pinterest trying to find the perfect way to stay organized, all right? All you need to do is write it down. Now, I'm not saying those charts and organizational tips are bad. I'm not saying that at all. If you have something that works for you, that is awesome. But for me, I never felt like it worked well for me, right? But I started just writing things down. What am I writing down? I'm writing down my whys. I'm writing down my goals. I'm writing down my weekly, my monthly, my yearly. I'm writing down the bookings that I have. Bare minimum, at least have a calendar. I don't care if it's digital or a handbook, but get a calendar, write down the activities you have, write down the type of future activities you would like to have, write down the names of the reps on your team, you guys. Write down their goals and dreams. Write it down. If you have a fancy graph, great, use it. But if you don't and you feel busy and you don't know where to start, just grab a paper and write these things down. Writing things down is proven to enable a higher level of thinking, therefore allows you to have more focused action taken towards your goals and dreams. When your brain is not busy thinking about all the things it has to do, it can then take action towards your goals and dreams, you guys. So I want you to start writing things down, stop thinking about it, and start doing it, okay? I want you to start doing it. Here are 5 top benefits to writing things down. Number 1, it's gonna clear your mind and allow you to have less stress in your life. I'm all about less stress, right? If anyone else? Number 2, it's going to clarify your goals, your priorities, and your intentions, you guys. Number 3, it's gonna keep you motivated because you know exactly what you're trying to achieve that day. You know exactly what you're trying to achieve that week. And you know exactly what you're trying to achieve that month. All right? Number 4, it's going to give you daily progress in your business. And number 5, you'll be more productive and create more time. Again, this topic is about being organized for busy people. So the goal of all of this is to help you create more time and balance in your life. Start by writing things down, all right? Number 2, second tip to help busy people stay organized. Set working hours and take a day of rest. This is easier said than done when you are crazy passionate about the things that you're doing in your business. This is hard, you guys. For me, this took me a long time. As simple as it sounds, this took me a long time to master because I truly love what we do here in Zyia Active. Truly love what we do here. And I also love being the first person to respond. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm being productive and I'm doing this business the right way, right? But I had to remind myself, there are no Zyia emergencies in this business, and it is okay to put the phone down and unplug, okay? So I want you to set consistent working hours that work for you, your life, and your schedule. I want you in those working hours to be prepared to show up and get to work. What does that mean? That means during your working hours, you are not scrolling on social media. You are not scrolling through TikTok. You are not just browsing around, creating little graphics. Not a bad thing to do. But during your working hours, you're not doing that. What you are doing is focusing in on income-producing activities. When you focus on income-producing activities, you're going to maximize your time, maximize your efforts, and your results. Okay, so again, if you are busy, this is going to help you do that. What is income-producing activities? Again, income-producing activities brings you income. You guys, what are those things? Number 1, booking new events. Your number 1 top priority in your business should be to book new events. If you do not have a full calendar, I don't care about anything else. Book your full calendar first. Number 1, nothing else matters until that's done. You guys, focus on booking new events. Why? Because we are no different than a doctor's office. That's right. Think about this, you guys. If you walk into a dental office or a doctor's office, and that receptionist turned on that computer screen and there was no appointments, there was no bookings that day, that week, that month, they don't have a practice. They don't have a business. You're no different. If you do not have bookings in your calendar, you don't have a business. So if you truly want to build a business, you have to focus on booking events, okay? Number 2, during your working hours, this is a great time to focus after your bookings are full. Focus on your follow-ups. Focus on answering questions for your customers. Focus on answering those questions for your team. Be there for them. Support them. Stay consistent in your VIP group. This is a great time to post something. Again, let's not take 30 minutes or an hour to get creative and put together a post. Take something from the marketing page, you guys. It's there. Use it. Or in your off time, you can create beautiful graphics and use that during your working hours. Okay, so staying consistent in your VIP group, I believe, is absolutely part of creating income. Sending out private messages to share this business opportunity. Okay, those are what I would consider the top income producing activities that you can focus on during your working hours. The best thing is you get to decide when those working hours are, you guys. There's no have-tos in this business. Take control of your business, take control of your calendar, and pick those hours. You can fit them in the nooks and crannies of your day. I've got girls on the team from all different professions, you guys. Attorneys, physical therapists, teachers, nurses, military, so many different professions. One of the girls on our team, love her to pieces, Janae is a physical therapist, you guys, and in between her patients, she's working, she has set her working hours in between her patients to send out those messages, to follow up with a customer, to book a new event, to share the business opportunity, to help her team. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing about this is you can fit this in the nooks and crannies of your life and of your day. Okay. I don't care if you're going to commit to 2 to 4 hours a week, 10 to 20 hours a week, less, more, or anything in between. But what is important It's for you to decide and make a choice today. What does that number look like for you? What can you make work in your business? And commit non-negotiable to that time. All right? The other thing that I want to talk about is taking a day of rest. Okay? It's actually been proven that it will help you and your business more, help you be more focused by taking a day off than not taking a day off. It's going to help you more than hurt you. Just like it's important to take a day of rest if you are in an extreme workout routine, right? You've got huge fitness goals. It is so important, no matter how big those goals are, to take a day of rest. Why? Because you need to give your muscles and your nerves and your bones time to rebuild. Well, guys, it's the same thing in your business. You need to take a day of rest. I'm talking a full 24 hours. I know that sounds hard and crazy, and some of you guys are like, no way. I have way too many goals, Sarah. I can't take a full 24 hours off. Again, this is easier said than done. It took me a long time to learn because I love what I do at Zyia Active, you guys. But like I said, just like working out, you need to give your mind and your body that time to recharge, refocus, and re-energize your passion for Zyia. You guys, I take my day of rest on Sunday. It's my time with my family. It is my time to go to church. It is my time to spend with our friends and our neighbors and in our community. And guess what, you guys? When I take that day off, I wake up on Mondays so excited to rock the day, to rock the week. It keeps me, again, recharged, refocused, and re-energized for my business. You guys can ask anyone on my team. They'll tell you, I wake up on Mondays like, woo, let's do this, right? I am so excited on Mondays. And honestly, I wasn't always like that. It took me until I started taking that day of rest, that time off, you guys, to get myself refocused, recharged, and re-energized, okay? So again, I know there's a lot of super motivated people watching this today. You're probably thinking, gosh, Sarah, I have so many goals. I don't know if I could take a full day off. And your day doesn't have to be Sunday. That's the beautiful thing. I get to take that control. You decide when you want to take that day off. But I promise you, and I'm gonna challenge you, not only promise, I'm gonna challenge you to put your phone down for 24 hours and treat yourself, okay? With time. I'm not saying you get to go buy yourself something every week, but treat yourself, okay? Take that day off. And number 3, one game-changing tip that will help you maximize your productivity, give you more time, more growth, and more momentum in your business. Multi-host events, you guys. If you are not doing this, you are missing the boat. And for some of you, you're maybe already doing this. For me and my team, it's fairly new concept. We just started really doing these, and it's amazing. It started from a sweet friend of mine who's been a lifelong friend. Her name is Sarah. I'm gonna say her name wrong. Sarah Jimenez. She was Sarah Ann when I knew her, and so and she's married now with a gorgeous little son. And she came to me a couple months ago and said, Sarah, have you done a multi-host event? And I said, no, I haven't. Tell me more. What are you doing? And she's like, she gave me the run through, and she's like, I will never do a single party again. And I remember she started doing these. She literally called me up or boxed me, texted me, and she said, I don't know what to do with my time. I have so much more time now. And I was like, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel like I had extra time. So I was like, ugh, I really need to get uncomfortable and try this out. It took me, and I'm embarrassed to admit this, 3 months to do it, you guys. Because why? Because I was comfortable doing my own thing. I was comfortable doing the single parties. It's what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. So I've just kept doing it. But I was like, okay, I was feeling like I needed something to help me balance my time and get my time back and take my control of my calendar again. And so multi-host events allow you to have 6 to 8 hostesses, you guys, 6 to 8 hostesses a month, but only do 2 to 3 parties a month. Poosh, like my massive time saver. Again, if you're not doing this, you are missing out. Here are 4 simple reasons, massive reasons, why you should be doing multi-host events. Number 1, It's gonna save you more time. I don't know anyone sitting around saying, I just got so much time. I'm cool doing these single parties. Like, I love wasting my time. No, no one is saying that, right? So do these because it's gonna give you back more time. Number 2, it's gonna turn your dud events into something great, okay? So real quickly, let's say you booked 4 parties that month. Let's say you have 2 hostesses early on in the month. These are single parties, okay? She's awesome host, she's engaging, she's posting, she's doing lives with you. I mean, she is just bringing it to this party. And host number 2 is doing the same. What do we know about these 2 parties then? We know that these 2 events are gonna be epic because the reality is our parties are only as good as our hostesses, right? For the most part, right? And so these 2 parties we know are gonna be great. Now let's say later down in the month, you have 2 more parties. The hostesses are so sweet, but they're just not engaging. They're not commenting, they're not tagging, they're there, but they're not really there. You know what I mean? What do we know about those parties? They're probably not gonna be super great. Maybe a few sales, maybe no sales. Again, nothing's ever a waste of time. You still got time to practice and meet new people, but otherwise, just kind of a party. When you do a multi-host event, those 2 dud parties, right? When you're mixing it with high energy hostesses, it then brings up the energy for this group of people. If you do it singly, is that a word? I don't know. If you do it by themselves, right? So let's say these hostesses only invited 5 or 6 people or 10 people. And these hostesses they had like 20, 30 people each, right? So together, you're gonna get more energy, more momentum, more engagement, which leads to number 3, higher sales. When you're doing multi-host events, you're gonna get higher sales, you guys. And then number 4, it creates a powerful funnel of follow-up for you. You will never run out of people if you're constantly booking events. And again, this is going to help organize your groups. So instead of having hundreds of single groups, now you're gonna have these groups of groups. Does that make sense? These groups of parties. You can then go back to those groups because what have we all learned? The magic is in the follow-up, you guys. The fortune's in the follow-up, right? That's where the money happens. That's when the magic happens. 5 to 12 touches before most people are going to use your product or try your product or book a party or join the business with you. 5 to 12 touches. So just because those people in those parties did not place an order or comment or engage does not mean they're not interested. Remember, every single person in those groups have said, hey, I want to check this out, and got added because they wanted to be there, right? So again, follow up. These are your target market people. You guys, go back to these groups. You can ask for bookings, you can ask for parties, you can send out individual messages, you can share the business opportunity, you can follow up and talk about see how they're loving their products. Again, the goal is to get them in your VIP group, right? But not everyone joins your VIP group. So these groups become a powerful follow-up funnel for you and your business, you guys, all right? Top 2 questions that I get about multi-host events. Number 1, how do I ask my host if they're okay doing one? And I always kind of chuckle with that question. I don't ask because, again, people only know what you tell them. So your hostesses don't know how you ran your parties before. They only know what you tell them today. So a very simple conversation sounds something like this. I'm sending out my messages, asking people if they would like to host a party. I get someone who's like, yeah, sure, I'd love to. I've had my eyes on that good bra anyways. I'd love to earn it for free. Awesome. All I need is your email, phone, and mailing address to get your party started. I've got 2 other hostesses who are ready to do a party right alongside you. We're gonna start Wednesday. And then you guys, here are a couple different things there. Number 1, I'm not asking if they're okay doing a multi-host event. I'm just saying like, hey, we've got 2 more hostesses that are joining in with you. And then the other thing, I'm not even asking what day they want, okay? The reason I don't do this is because people hate making decisions, okay? All day long, we have to make choices. I cannot stand when my husband and my kids, and I love them, ask me what's for dinner. I'm like, just tell me what you want and I'll cook it. Like, why are you asking me what's for dinner? Like, tell me what you want. And so we are making choices all day. take that off your hostess's plate. Let them know there's nothing that they have to prepare for. So there's no reason why you have to wait months in advance to have a party. Okay? Now again, if someone's really dead set, I don't know, for some reason they don't want to have a party on that day, no big deal. You're just gonna find 2 more hostesses to join their next one, right? But I have not ever had anyone say, oh, the time doesn't work for me, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Like they're just like, okay, cool, sounds great, thanks, Sarah. And so it's a really clean, easy yes. It also takes out the awkwardness. So it is awkward when you make things awkward, right? So example of that is like, hey, so I'm trying this new thing out and I was wondering if you would be okay if I had like 2 other hostesses join your party. Like, are you okay with that? First off, they're like, what are you talking about? What is a multi-host event? And they get confused and a confused mind says no. And now you've just added something unnecessarily to their plate that they have to think about and process, right? Sounds simple, but it's true, right? So don't be awkward about it. Just, hey, this is what we're doing. Awesome, I'm so excited you're ready to host a party. Let's go. Number 2, the second question I get, and I'm gonna show a presentation slide right now. These are the 2 links that I use. So people ask all the time, am I doing multiple links or am I doing one event link? I am running it the exact same way, you guys. So the way that you run your single parties is the way you're gonna run this. So if you have 4 hostesses, you're going to set up 4 links in your back office, 4 event links. Now, what I do like to do is either use Bitly or Linktree. And those are in the app, or in the presentation next, wherever you're looking. It's here somewhere. And those 2 links are free. They're free apps that you can use. Bitly is the one that I prefer, and I'll explain why. And then Linktree is a single link, and then when they click on that link, all their hostesses' name will pop up. So that's a simple one to use for multi-host events, again, free. And then again, I like Bitly. The reason I like Bitly, for a couple different reasons, I can take that big, long event link, shrink it down to size, and it'll be bit.ly/Rachel, bit.ly/Christina, bit.ly/Sarah B, whatever it may be, right? And then I post those very simple links in the party. And I'm gonna show you in the next slide what that looks like. So I'm gonna show you an example picture of my graphic and my how to shop post that I pinned to the top of the party so no one's confused to where to shop or how to shop, and no one's ever confused. Everyone shops where they're supposed to, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing, you guys. So you can check that slide out now. And again, you might want to take a screenshot of this just so you can use it as reference, but that is an example of using the bit.ly.com links and customizing those links to make them shorter. So those are the top 2 questions that I get. All right. And then I want to close with you guys. So I'm going to pull up this slide so I can see. And I want to challenge you this week to write your goals, but not only write your goals, but also your action plan on how to execute that goal. I also want to challenge you to decide today, this weekend, which day you're going to use to honor yourself and take that day of rest. Yeah, I know it's harder said than done, but super doable, you guys. Just make a choice, decide, take action, decide what day you're gonna do that consistently a week. And then the last challenge I want to challenge you guys, step out of your comfort zone and book that multi-host event. Do not be like me. I am kicking myself in the butt that I waited 3 months to start doing these. You guys, these have been game-changing on our team and in our businesses and in my business. And if you're feeling stressed out, no more excuses, you guys, because this gives you so much more time. It is amazing, amazing. If you do these things, you and your business are going to be stronger, right? I really loved what this said. I pulled this up, and you'll see this on the slide, but stronger. Stay focused, try harder, remember why, opt to succeed, never give up, encourage others, reward yourself. Let's stay strong, you guys.